press this button. Alright. Let's get to work. Burr. It is flipping cold. The one thing we're telling ourselves right now is like, hey, we'll feel better if we do this. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, kick it out, stretch it out. Whew. Okay, we got the other side. Whew. Tight. So the whole goal is to loosen up a little bit, friends. Hey, yo, thanks for the like. Appreciate you. Ugh. Whew. Lots of bristle here. Nice. Ooh, we got some frost today in here. Shanley, what's up, friends? It's always fun to try to wake up early and work out. Like, my body's over here like, why? Pop this back on in a second because the ground's cold. So we have inchworms. So we're going to do a warm-up. We're going to do some foam rolling and then some VR. Some deadlifts, stretching it out. 3. Okay. Push up. Up. Stretch. Push up. Down. Woo! Pedal. Down. Forward, step, twist. Oh, that side was grumpy. Walk it back. It's always fun working out because you never know what you're gonna find with the crunchy piece of the day is. 2. Stretch it out. Whew. Good morning, 8 friends. Hope you're doing well. We're just stretching and working out. Welcome to Chicago. If you have any questions on fitness, fatherhood, engineering, Japan life, Chicago life, community building, content creation, engineering, global leadership, surgical robotics, or the like, just let me know. I have pretty deep and broad domain expertise. Happy to chat about anything. All right, we got 1, 2. But yeah, for a little bit of context, I'm a pretentious engineer. I worked for a decade in surgical robotics for Johnson & Johnson before making a strategic exit in order to continue life in Japan as an entrepreneur. Went into high-ticket brand management, hit zero, where our revenue did not exceed our burn rate. So we just relocated back to the US for a full life reset. So now I'm a stay-at-home father and like a caretaker for my grandfather who's battling kidney failure. And then I'm a full-time entrepreneur, content creator, and possibly landing a job this week, which is crazy. So it's been a wild couple years. It's been 15 since I graduated high school, or no, college. Crap, I'm old. But yeah, I got 4 kids. They're all wonderful. Just had a birthday party this weekend, so that's cool. Barbecued burgers yesterday. Very sore on this side. What? Yeah. Push back. Nice. Ugh. It's always fun live streaming on these platforms because you never know like who the first comment will be. You like just chat to the abyss, and all of a sudden someone's like, "Hey," you're like, "Hey, hello," and then a conversation starts. Yeah, welcome to the screen and porch. Everything you see behind me is my life in boxes from Japan to Chicago as we're resetting with the in-laws, which has been cool. So I'm in the season of dreaming of getting my own pad. Okay, we got lateral lunges, and I can get my socks back on because it's cold. Go out wide. Something's gonna pop here. Engage the core, tuck the tailbone. Drive the butt back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ooh, that was not a good angle. We had a little bit of hip issues this week we've been working on. We're getting better. Let's pop the socks on. So today we got our warm-up, and then we have some foam rolling, and we're going to do some Beat Saber, which will be fun. So I can put a headset on. You won't be able to see inside the headset, so you can just watch me sweat and talk like an idiot. Super simple, hopefully half amusing. At least you could hear some music that's not compliant with monetization. Alright, so we have Ojizans. So with Ojizans, we're gonna, just means grandpa in Japanese. We're gonna open up the back, stretch that out a little bit. Woo! I'm sore, dude. This is the first week back. It's awesome. Just been struggling to find a rhythm and routine, and I think I finally found it, so I'm very excited about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, one more. Come on. Come on. 10. Cross it over. Circle it around. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Over. Making good progress. We're getting faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, fall asleep. 9, 10, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Ooh, shoulder up, thanks. 8. We're getting to it. 8. There we go. Whew, how's it going, friends? Everyone having a nice weekend? Hopefully the weekend of your dreams. It's 5. It must be 5:40 by now. Still waking up, still kicking butt. Alright, so this next one, I get to take you over to the side view. Don't die. Don't die. There we go. Alright, so we're going to do wall tickles. Alright, very simple. You're going to start off with your hands on your sides, kind of like you're curling up to touch your shoulders. The trick is, with this movement, you want your elbows to keep pointing forward, and you want to pretend you're in a box. You don't want the elbows to flare. I don't know why you go super tight, just you're trapped between two walls. And you should feel it in your upper back when you hit the top of the stretch. So you're going to tap your shoulders, tickle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we're gonna flip around, do 90s. 1. So just lift your hands off the wall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Okay, good. Alright, so now we got our wrist breakers, and then we'll start our foam rolling. This is so fun. Thanks for hanging out the last 18 minutes, friends. Wild. Alright. Down. Fingers forward. Roll about 1. 2. 3. 4. Switch it. Back. 1. 2. 3. Good. Go for hands. Oh, good. At the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit of cat cow action. And it's sore right there when I dip. Up. Nice. There we go. Alright. Next up, we gotta tighten our pants so we don't lose them during this workout, because that would be embarrassing. Actually, they're pretty snug. Alright, we got foam rolling. This sucks, and it's good for us. Spider's been in the same spot all day. Let's grab a sip of water. Now the whole goal of foam rolling is to just work into the crunchy pieces. I'm gonna go backwards with it. So I always forget where I want to start. So I'm gonna begin by sitting on it, kind of lower tailbone. We're just gonna wiggle And what we're looking for with foam rolling, if you've never done it before, we're trying to find pain. Trying to find those like ouch, crunchy, sore, tight, knotty pieces. And you're just gonna floss back and forth on it. Or you can really like sit and push into it if you find a good pressure point. Finding all kinds of things right now. Whew. But the goal is that we'll be looser for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have our long run. I'll try to do probably 5 miles. Let's see. Let's see how far I go. Alright, look at the bottom touch. Now we're into the hamstring. Rock it out. You want something more intense, you can cross your leg to put more weight on one side. I'm good right here though. Ooh. Sundays are self-care days. Work up to the knee. Typically I don't roll behind the knee. It's just a lot of load that I get close to it. Or I'll put my butt on the ground so it takes some of the weight off. Ooh, that's tingly. Found some pins and needles in my toe. I rubbed it behind my knee. It's crazy how all this stuff's connected. Ah! Whew. Now I'm gonna roll it or under the knee slightly. I'm trying to work it to the top of the calf now. Position the roller. Lots of not fun going on in here. Yeah, hopefully today's a good day. We'll stretch out, we'll play some Beat Saber, which is really good for getting us in the flow state. Hopefully if the kids are still sleeping, I can finish my Sunday Sips newsletter, where I curate my latest thoughts on innovation, global leadership, and more. So super excited about that. That is also tight. Sir. Whew. Working the bottom of the calves now. Fighting all kinds of little crunchy pieces, so I'm really leaning into it. Ah, my ankles. Oh no. Seriously neglected little muscles back down here. Woo! Alright, got those. Good. What do we do next? Oh, we do stomach next. Okay. So, there is like, okay, yeah, I'll show you. So like, you have your belly button, I can show you on top. You have your waist. If you're like me, you have a little bit of cliff of fat right here that you're working on. If you were able to move your cliff up, there's these things called your psoas, and they're like in your very lower abdominals, but they're kind of pressure points. For me, they get super twisted up and tight. So I'm going to start rolling on that, and then I roll down to the bottom. So that's where I'm going to try to find like the pain point. It's kind of up and in, so I'll like tuck my fat cliff. We're working on it. It's a work in progress, just like everything. Alright, we want to start at the back of this one. Back of the mat. Oh, this one sucks. I don't want it. I just want results without the work. Is that possible? Can somebody do that for me? almost find the psoas almost immediately now. Ah! Just lay into it. I typically like scooch to one side and get it. Scooch to the other side, get the other one. One's always tighter than the other for some bizarre reason. But when I release this, then when I go for a long distance run, it's actually a lot easier for me to get like a good core contraction, which is really important for running form and posture, especially as a bigger guy like me. I have to make sure that when I run, my like transverse abdominals, which are like the muscles that run from your back to your stomach and they kind of like cross over in layers, I make sure those are tight and constricted. Kind of like you're preparing to get punched in the stomach, so you're like flexing your gut and your back, and then I get a nice gradual tilt forward, and I try to make sure that my feet land under my center of body or like slightly behind, and that way it's a controlled forward fall. It's low impact, it's less jarring on the joints, because I'm somewhere between 300 and 250. I gotta check actually. Maybe today's baseline day. Alright. Really laying into the psoas today. Oh, it's so tight. Alright. So now we're going to start to roll towards the quads without crushing my region. So, get something over. That makes sense. I'm sure you're intelligent. And then I do floss like inner groin as well, because this gets tight. The hip flexors. You have your hamstrings, you get your hip flexors. All kinds of fun little muscles to work. Whew. Chilly, chilly. So right now I'm focusing on the inner, and I'll come back and do the outer. There it is. Agony. Of course. Alright, now we're going to do some like shoulder to side abs. So I'm going to start working the shoulder and then run down all the magics under here. This sucks. This is terrible to foam roll. So we're going to do it. And it's pretty much the worst thing ever. Okay. So I start kind of on top of my shoulder, rocking it around. I can normally find all kinds of magic in here. Up on here. Ooh. Oh, stretching into that. Oh, God. Oh, so I'm just sitting here because I'm feeling tingles all the way to my fingers. It's a good spot. It's a hard spot. Oh, we have a comment from a friend. Hi, friend. Give me a minute. Let me finish this agony on this side. I'll come up and say hello, and then I'll roll the other side. We are stretching, foam rolling, slightly distracted because it's uncomfy. Alright, rolling into the side. We're about to hit the... there it is! No! 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 This is good for me. Once I finish this side, friend. Oh, this is the sciatica side. If you don't have sciatica, it's a joy. It's when you have some neuromuscular issues around your spinal cord, and then it causes pins and needles down your side. Mine used to go past my knee on my right side. It's regressed a lot since I've worked on core and physical therapy and all kinds of other magic, witchcraft. Now let's go say hi to our friend. Oh my god. Whew. We got one more side of that. Emily Randall, what in the hell is the point of this dim-wittery? It's funny because now that I've responded, you're probably gone. That's fantastic. What is the point of all of this? To stay healthy and well. Had a whole bunch of neuromuscular back issues and challenges, so today is my recovery. I foam roll, I stretch, I play Beat Saber. It's just an opportunity for me to get my body and my head right. That is the point of this dim-wittery, as you've so eloquently stated. Nice to meet you, friend. Alright. So we're gonna get the other shoulder now. Why am I in this room with boxes watching this guy roll on the floor and make noises? Well, because the internet has decided this is where you belong. And here you shall stay. Oh my gosh, you didn't leave? You're still here? Okay, give me 1 second. I'll roll this side and see what you wrote. It's funny because whether I live stream on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, like, people flow in and out so fast sometimes that, like, by the time I catch a comment, they've already swiped right. It's like, well, hey, I was about to build a friendship here. And I saw the viewers dip from like 12 to 2 because that happens. It's very like, it's confusing how fast some of these things move. But I'm glad you're still here, enjoying my dim-wittery. So when you foam roll, I have this big piece of foam that I'm rolling across different regions of my body. It's got little triangles on it, little points, and if you can get the point lined up on an area of your body that's sore or where the muscles kind of twisted up a little bit, you can sit into it and it releases it, and then it helps you lift bigger and hopefully be a little bit less sore. But there's different competing ideologies on foam rolling and whether or not it's effective or helpful. I mean, people could say the same thing about massage or chiropractic work. There's all kinds of different things that, are you treating the symptoms or are you actually healing the body, depending on the approach you are or you aren't. But for me, I like to do some light foam rolling on Sundays before I play some Beat Saber, just because it makes me work into some of those trigger points, areas that are neglected when I run long distance and lift weights, and then I get on a foam roller and I'm like, oh my god. I didn't know I was dragging that pain around. What you got? No point at all, apparently. Adios and good luck with whatever this is. Bye, friend. Appreciate you. Alright, so we got the last one. We started the hips, and which way did we go? So we're going to roll the back. It's the last piece, which is where a lot of the money is. And then we can do Beat Saber. No points, I guess. That's so funny. Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out positioning for a second. Alright, so we're rolling from the bottom of the butt up to the lower back, and I will always find something in here because I have back injuries, which is great. Whew. It's always something crunchy. That's One of the perks of being 33. Oh my goodness. The trick, and it's really hard for me, is to like not overdo it. Because I'm prone to hypermobility. Oh, nice. Alright. Okay. A little bit more. Let's play some Beat Saber. This is just lovely. It's fantastic. Let's get our socks back on. I think we want our socks on for this. We can slide around a little bit. Whew. Well, good morning, everybody. We're gonna sweat now. We're rolled out. We're plenty sore. This is going to be our first clean week of working out. I'm so excited. I'm so happy about it. Alright. Let's pop our stuff on. Hopefully we got some juice left in this thing. Sip of water. Now this is just going to be some simple light cardio, okay? And this time is for me, not for you necessarily. What I mean is you're just going to hear some music and watch me flailing around. You don't get to go inside the VR world, for instance. It should be fun. Are you ready? Are we ready for this shenanigans? Ooh, jelly. Today, we may not be playing VR though. Which would suck. Man, I was excited about this morning. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, actually just get the foam roll today. Totally dead. Shoot. Alright, well, we'll charge it. Give it another go another day. Bummer. Alright, bye, friends.